Why fextralife really sucks.
Eventually, oh, the player is entirely gone, pushed off the page.
Oh wow.
But the iframe element still exists. If I'm one of those kinds of users who wants to browse this page at a certain...
Bro, you know this guy's about to cook. You know he's about to cook whenever he's got inspect element up and he's looking at the fucking HTML. Yeah, he's about to fucking cook. And I know where he's gonna go.
...in size,
it's gonna be the ratio,
because I'm making
right?
more real estate on my monitor. Someone on their Twitch channel is getting a view when I'm not observing the fact that there's a Twitch player at all. How interesting.
Yeah.
This guy posting complaints about viewbotting.
I'm a web developer.
By posting clips from someone else's video.
Yeah, and you're, he's in chat. So you're a web developer, you inspected element, you looked at the pixel ratio, and then you compared it to what Twitch usually says that you have to do, right? I feel like that's what you had to do.
With absolutely zero content added.
Here we go.
It's
yes.
exactly
all right,
340 by 400 on their wiki pages, and the frame you're pointing to is at 300 wide, at least in this offline mode, not 280. 280 is the width of the text box in the player. You think that they're exploiting advertisers under assumptions that they are as incompetent as you are. Okay, let's talk about it. Embedding Twitch on your website.
Here we go. All right. Here we go.
In the rules, it explains that embeds must adhere to the recommended minimum height and with requirements outlined in their respective attribute tables.
All right.
Let's look at those attribute tables.
Here we go. Oh, shit.
In the height, minimum of 400
this one's
pixels
height right here,
and a minimum of 340 width.
So it has to be 400 by 340.
Let's take a look at that. I've taken some screenshots that have been shared in the description of my other video that these people have commented on, but I'm gonna make a follow-up video that has my actual voice in it because apparently showing a few screenshots wasn't good enough.
Right.
Fair enough. Let's talk about it. Here is the player that's such a huge value add to advertisers.
And you can see it's not there.
You have to scroll down here, you find it here. Let's look at the iframe itself in the inspector. We'll go to the iframe element since that's what you specifically want, even though what actually matters here is look how small this is with some added padding. Oh, but I want to see the actual iframe. Okay, here, let's find the iframe for you. 340 by 398. Is that a 400 height? I think that's 2 pixels short of the minimum. What's going on there? The kicker for me is that when you're on a desktop or laptop, these are autoplay by default. And to be fair, autoplay, if true, video starts playing automatically without the user clicking play. The exception is mobile devices on which video cannot be played without user interaction. The default is true. Okay, fine. It's working as intended.
Okay.
But what happens when you're dealing with responsive websites where at certain breakpoints of width, you're creating things that are designed for a tablet or a mobile device? We slowly start pushing the video off screen. Where did it go? Let's look for it.
It's gonna be at the bottom. How convenient.
Ah, all the way down here in the prime location for advertisers. Yes, certainly. It's nothing to do with the fact that now that we're in tablet or mobile device mode, we no longer care about giving the prime location to our advertisers.
True.
Because if we wanted to do what we said in our little announcement about how we want to promote Twitch and do all right by Twitch, why would we put the player all the way at the bottom? Let's take a look at the wiki page. Here it is on the wiki.
All right.
So to be fair, it becomes a sticky element as you scroll farther.
Okay.
But what happens when you start thinking about responsiveness and shrinking it down towards tablet and mobile? Eventually,
it gets pushed off.
We're not even at the tablet size, and for some reason, the player is entirely gone.
Wait, what? Well, then where'd it go?
Pushed off the page, but the iframe element still exists. If I'm one of those kinds of users who wants to browse this page at a certain size because I'm making more real estate on my monitor.
Oh my god.
Someone
it just gets hidden
on their Twitch channel is getting a view when I'm not observing the fact that there's a Twitch player at all.
So you wouldn't even see it.
How interesting. Furthermore,
how interesting, yeah.
On their wiki, it's even worse.
Oh.
We're talking about a minimum height.
Oh. I love this video. This is such a great video.
Of 400. When we go to the iframe element itself and check the box model, we're at 169.
Wow. 169. Nobody's typing minus in there because the math is too hard.
Why don't you just add the chat back in? Since you're so keen on having this good faith with Twitch about how we're going to drive our users over to the Twitch ecosystem. That's what we're trying to do here, is we're trying to legitimize ourselves as a website. We don't have a big team. We can't compete with other people. Yeah, so you built this crappy WordPress site, and you took no account for what the documentation outlines are the required minimums for the design of their Twitch embed player that you're taking advantage of. You're a joke. God. So if you're interested in watching a real Twitch streamer who doesn't do embedding, check out this channel right here, the Dapper Foxtrot. It's super great, except there's not a whole lot of people watching right now, but maybe that could be you.
You know what?
That's what we're
hey, even if you don't want to follow him, you can at least agree he's probably better than them, right? fextralife. I'll link you guys this video. This is fucking great. Oh, this is good. Cause like I knew, bro, as soon as he had inspect element out and he was like, oh, it's not on there. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely, this shit was gonna happen, man. Oh, this was so good. The guy I followed, yeah, I'll give him a sub and a like, man. Holy shit. That is fucking funny, man. I think the reason why it's still going on, and this is what really happens, is that the reason why people are still talking about it is because they tried to defend themselves. They should have never done that. They should have been like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But, like, don't go and fucking pretend like, oh, no, what we're doing is actually totally okay, and everybody else is just out to get us, and it's all just a malicious bullying effort, and, oh, we're doing everything right. We're trying to help Twitch. We're trying to make the game better and make video games better, and we're just a small team, and we're people, too, you know? Like, you can't do that to us. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this is another example. Immortals of Avenum peaks at 751 Steam players despite huge streamer push. Let's see how many people actually streamed it. Pull this up. Oh wow, yeah, a lot of people apparently got sponsored to stream this game. If this is an average, right? Peak viewers, 220,000 people playing this game. Holy shit. That's incredible. More viewers than players. Yes, apparently. And it's not really a big surprise. While this year has been some of the best video game releases in a decade, there are a few bombs. And the first one appears to be Immortals of Avenum that has peaked at 751. Ooh, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, wow. That's not too good at all, is it? That's the peak. Bro, at this very moment, there's 142 people playing the game. Oh my god. Did they sponsor fextralife? They did? Oh my god. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Well, there you go. They sponsored. It's exactly what I fucking said was going to happen. Exactly what I fucking said. Dude, it's actually crazy how fast it happened. Scammed lol W, scammed easy. Oh my god. Wow, inaccurate. Most people play the game through EA client. So what you're saying is like maybe there's like 200 people playing? Actually, most people. So maybe there's like 400 people playing the game right now. Maybe like 400, maybe 1,000. Oh, yeah. Maybe you're right. Let's see this here. Immortals of Avenum is a full $60 on-release game. Big barrier when sandwiched between the likes of Baldur's Gate 3, Armored Core 6, and the upcoming Starfield. A 66 Metascore on PC, 70 on PS5, does get up to 82 on Xbox Series X. To me, this shows the limits of Dude, I am so fucking happy to read this. Because I said this shit was gonna happen, and within like 2 days... 2 fucking days of me saying this, and it's happening. It's right there. Oh my god, I feel so good right now. I am fucking vindicated. I'm trying to remember the last time that shit turned over this fast. Oh my god. I think Lyric and Summit were sponsored too? Yeah, but I bet a lot of the money went to somebody with 30k average viewers. God damn, I feel good. God damn. They should have just taken all this money and given it to me. I'd have done a better job with it, probably. But, you know, it's hard not to whenever you have more than maybe a dozen real viewers. I mean, damn. I think the release is a little unlucky, too. No, I don't think that's the problem. If people like the game, they'd play it. Yeah, the release is not ideal, but there were 120,000 people watching the game. Why aren't there 120,000 people watching it right now? Where is it right now? Let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on right here. Let's see. Immortals of Avenum. I'll just scroll all the way down and then Control F. There's no way it's got less than this, right? 85 viewers. Oh my god. Guys, I think the game is dead. It's a dead game. 85. Bro, it went from 122,000. Or sorry, 222,000. Let me just, I want to... Oh, man. Okay. I mean, that's just, wow. Just put that in perspective. 85. Oh my god. Percentage drop? I don't know, like 99.9%? That's just, it's insane. Holy shit. And so this is what they're saying. To me, this shows the limits of a streamer-based ad campaign. This has been an absolute flood of sponsored streams, which no doubt cost EA a pretty penny. It did. You can just keep scrolling and scrolling on Twitter and see an endless list of these sponsorships, but now that most have ended on Twitch, Immortals of Avenum currently has 374 viewers, so it's gone down since this article. Effectively, none of these streamers, those streamers graduated from paid sponsorships to actually playing the game of their own volition. I wonder what happens to Ascendant Studios from here, as this is not a good debut. I doubt EA sponsorship would continue after this. Yeah. You make a shit game, and people don't want to pay you for it. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, same on YouTube too, exactly. And, yeah, GG EA sponsorships. Now, let me... they were sponsoring 4-hour blocks? Oh, my God. 4 hours? Well, I hope they got their money's worth. Oh, wow. Okay, look. Here's really what's going on here. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can bring all the players you want over to a game, but if the game sucks, they're going to leave. That's the problem. So, for example, There are sponsors. I think that a really great example of this is the Marvel Avengers game. Do you guys remember the Marvel's Avenger game? The one that came out like a year and a half ago, and all the streamers played it, and they were sponsored for it and everything like that. And then guess what happens? Nobody played the fucking game. That's just what happens. Yes, yep, like every streamer. Yeah, everybody. I didn't. They should have sponsored me. Bro, like, if they had sponsored me, it would have been different, okay? But, like, Artifact, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, it just didn't work out that well, right? Because the game's bad. I don't know if it was bad or not. I have no idea if the game was bad or not. But what I'm saying is that streamers are not a... You can't just, like... And also, like, streamers... I'm gonna go off a little bit here, okay? I think most streamers don't know how to sell a product at all. They don't know how to look at the positives. They don't know how to see it from the viewer perspective. They are taking the sponsor because they think it's a good game, not because of anything else. And that's really the issue. Usually, almost all the sponsors that I take, ironically, besides Honkai Star Rail, I know a good amount about the game before I take the sponsor. I thought Honkai Star Rail was Honkai Third Impact. I literally thought it was an expansion. I had no fucking idea. So then I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play this. Why not? I mean, it's easy. It's gonna be like Tower Fantasy, right? Like, Tower Fantasy stole everything from this game. This game might be good, right? No. It's completely fucking different. Yeah, how do you sell a sponsor then? You play the game in an authentic way, and also you take sponsors that are authentic to your audience, right? Things that people like. For example, like the Marvel Snap thing that I was doing, right? I'm gonna be doing today, right? This is a game that doesn't have a lot of gotcha and like weird stuff like that. And I was like, hey, this is actually pretty cool, and this can be an interesting selling point for my game. Does that make sense? The gotcha game's the exception? Yeah, exactly. Paid segment? Yeah, sure. You making a game? Oh, I should, right? Yeah, paid actor, by the way. Paid response. Wait, what? It's a great game. Yeah, people have actually said positive things about it. Yeah, Ben Brode made the game, etc. And you know, I think people like Blizzard, and so people like Ben Brode from Hearthstone. So yeah, sure, I'd try it out. But the issue is that, like with a lot of people, they'll just take whatever they get. And I think this is especially true with like phone games, because there's a lot of phone games that are just like Raid Shadow Legends, stuff like this. And it's not really a bad thing to take a sponsorship from something like that. It's not really a big deal. But unless you actually have like an interest in playing the game, or you have any sort of like care, and I think even if you don't play it beyond the sponsor, that's totally fine. But if you show your audience of 10,000 people, 20,000 people the game, and then they don't start playing the game, I think that's mostly the game's fault. It's a bit the streamer's fault. Yeah, sure, you could have sold it better and found a better way to present the game. Absolutely. But it's mostly the game's fault, because the game just isn't very good. Does that make sense? I think streamers can make a good game popular, but not a bad... Yes, streamers can make a good game popular. Streamers cannot make a bad game popular. That's just how it is. fextralife will save the Avenum game? Yeah, exactly. You qualify your audience first as a product, a huge misstep for many creators. Yeah, for example, Armored Core didn't sponsor that many people and it's still doing well. Yeah, like for example, like Halls of Torment. Like whenever I played Halls of Torment, a lot of people saw that and then they started playing the game. That's just the way it goes. But I've played other games and that didn't happen, because those games didn't have that same type of appeal. That's just how it goes. So, like, if I can find a game, or I think a game will be popular and it will do well, then that's great. But it doesn't mean that, like, every single game is just going to be successful because you pay streamers to do it. I think that's what it comes down to. I disagree to some extent. Streamers made Rust popular, and it's pretty bad. You think Rust is bad? I don't think Rust is bad. I think Rust is an amazing game. And if Rust wasn't such an amazing game, then you wouldn't have so many million-plus video views on YouTube for it. Like, Rust is an incredible fucking game. I don't know how you can think it's bad. Like BDO, yeah, exactly. BDO, same thing, etc. And I also think that streaming actually didn't really make Rust popular. I think that what really made Rust popular is YouTube. Because Rust doesn't lend itself very well to streaming in general. And the reason why it doesn't lend itself very well to streaming is because it's like, for example, like how many Rust videos are, okay, man, so I got outside of the I got outside of this guy's base, and I was waiting outside his base for 8 hours. And then it goes like, okay, cut, that's it, next. And now it's 8 hours later. Rust actual gameplay is boring as fuck. Well, a lot of people play Rust. Like, if I go and I look at Rust right here, let's see, Rust. It's got almost 100,000 player peak. Completely consistent game. The game has actually grown overall with peaks above where it was at in 2021. I think this was probably, this was during the first Rust Twitch event. And then no other Twitch event after that did even remotely close to that. And I think that Rust Twitch event did overall increase the game, as you can see here. Like, you just look at the graph, and the graph shows that. But look at this. I feel like, yeah. Overwatch 2 are popular games. You can say those are good games. I mean, yeah, but still. Oh, Diablo 4 is a great game for casual players. WoW is a great game. Overwatch is a great game. It's just the problem is not that Overwatch is a bad game. The problem is Overwatch could be an incredible game with a 10-year life cycle, but Blizzard just decided to pull the plug and give up on it. There are plenty of people that play Overwatch. Like, there aren't a lot as many on Steam, right? But, like, people that play Overwatch have played Overwatch for the last 5 years. They're playing it on Battle.net, not Steam. Let's be honest. And Diablo 4 is bad even for casuals? Well, I don't know. I think Diablo 4 probably... I mean, like, they're already doing... I saw this today. I don't know if this is desperation or not. Let me see if I can pull it up. Fuck. Oh, yeah, here we go. Only a fool refuses her bounty. Enjoy Mother's Blessing on Diablo 4 this weekend for 25% bonus experience and gold. So there you go. Diablo 4 is already adding in the first weekend event, or I don't know if this is like a seasonal event, I have no idea, September 1st to September 5th, and they're already adding in bonus events to get people to come back and play the season again. Isn't that crazy? And that's going to be during the early access of Starfield too, because like Starfield comes out on the 1st of September as well. I sure hope they can fix the game with Diablo 5.